Hello, thank you for clicking and joining me. Today I want to bring you along to go up to the mountains again. We want to try a new charging experience, a non-Tesla charger. I want to do some of my favorite things. We shall see. And I will show you a free dispersed camping site that you can go enjoy yourselves whenever you're in the area. Here we are. Notice this is not a Tesla charger, and it does not say no overnight parking. Now, I did call the hotel in the morning and ask them, can I park in your parking lot if I'm using the charger, even if I'm not a guest at the hotel? And she said, yes, if those chargers work for you, you're welcome to be there, even if you're not a guest at the hotel. First step in charging at this different charger is finding the right adapter. This is the frunk of my car. I keep, car-related stuff, coolant. I'm looking for a little adapter. It's called the J1772. That's it. And then we can try to figure out. I had the app on my phone. I've used this kind of charger before, but it was just not clear how to get going with it. So I went and spent some time on the app on my phone, tried to figure out, I found actually the charger I was sitting at, thinking, do I have to go in there and unblock it through the app? Ended up having to call customer support, spent how much? 16 minutes on the phone with this lady. It turns out it was a payment. They had to update my form of payment. I didn't show the whole rigmarole, but it was a rigmarole. In any event, we're charging now, and we have some time to kill because this is by no means a fast charger. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to go ahead and mix up some inexpensive hand sanitizer. My hands always feel so dirty when I go into the mountains. I don't know if there's some exact formula you're supposed to use. I just put some in there enough until it smells right. Maybe we'll see a storm. That would be fun, right? Definitely looks promising for a storm with these winds kicking up. All right, let's look at this. So we've been charging for what, 40 minutes-ish? And we've picked up what, 10 miles? 11 miles? It's already cost me $2. I don't know how they're measuring their kilowatt hours. So I looked, the supercharger, we can make it there on the charger we have. It's 31 miles away, and we'll still arrive with 60% battery. And then we can charge up to 80% or whatever we need. And head back up here. That's no big deal, right? I mean, it's more driving, but we love driving. So that was the new plan. We were not going to charge overnight at that hotel parking lot. We're gonna go supercharge. And it worked out well because we got to drive in the rain. Is there anything better after a rainstorm than seeing that sun break through, especially in the evening like this? I don't know why I ever film at any other time of the day. The light is just superior now. So I made a little hot chocolate and watched the sunset from the charging station. Turns out the Fat Frog has karaoke on Wednesday night, so that was fun to listen to before I checked into Motel Y for the night. And we're back driving on the dirt roads, looking for a place to spend the day, enjoy the fresh air. 75 degrees. Feels great. All the windows open, no AC running. What do you think of the spot? A day camping. Let's see. Here's where we came up. Let me try to show you where I ended up here. So I was initially aiming for where I had dropped this pin. You can see from the satellite image how there's dispersed camping, little pullouts I had read about online along that road. And I did drive through there, but it just was not appealing. So I continued down to Ponderosa Park, little mountain town, went right through it, and actually see these other dispersed campsites south of that. I ended up following down Indian Creek Road. The road, I have to say, was in better condition than the road to the dispersed camping at Mogollon Rim. All right, I'm pretty sure that I spied the site. That says camping spot number 6. This must be number 5. I recognize where I pulled in there, and then that's to the left and up a little bit is a higher up area. Dropping a pin so I can remember that little spot. And then this is what the spot looks like. Here we go again with the tent setup. I was asking Gemini, the assistant, I guess, from Google, about how I could improve my videos. And she said, well, it said, well, maybe you could talk about why you do these. She was like, what is the point? So explain this to me. And why does anybody do anything? But why am I doing this? I'm doing this for my own sanity, actually. Because I woke up in the morning and I looked out at my palm trees, did my workout, and I thought, all right, what's next? How are you going to fill this day with something productive, something enjoyable? And for me, it's enjoyable to drive, to sit at my tent, to breathe the air, to not have my AC running. To give myself some space to just be. And to film videos. I'm having so much fun. And still, I have to ask myself, am I just having fun and avoiding some hard choices? The 10 pole goes up this first grommet, the one that the rainfly attaches to, like that. And then the stake, you put the stake through the loop of this tent part, and then the grommet of the ground cover sheet. Okay. And that way you can pull it tight like that. What do you think? Partly I'm stalling because I'm still trying to find a tenant. You know, if I could get some income from... I'm in this place I love to be, my tent, but looking at the sky. Look. From that space, right, that I already own, that I'm already paying for. And that will go a long way, but it's not happening for whatever reason. And that's weighing on me a little bit. Or a lot of it. I just got a message that my vehicle is trying to contact me via satellite. I had a satellite message from my car. So number one, that's annoying that it tries to tell me, oh, the windows are open, or oh, the hatch is open. But more importantly, for the rest of humanity, there is no cell service in this dispersed camping location. I really have to say I love that about the Mogollon Rim. I love being able to have cell service up there. Of course, you're way up high. There must be a cell tower nearby, honestly. That's the only reason, right? I'm trying to see how low I can get it. Can I get it to go to a nice low simmer? I don't know. It's hard to see the flame right now. I'm just going by how the feel of how tight the knob is. It's a pretty good simmer. I'll probably just turn it off and it's gonna finish cooking by itself now. Once I had some energy, I climbed this long, steep hill to the upper camping spot. Check it out. I know it's there. And I don't know what someone was doing here. Trying to record the rainfall, maybe? But yeah, if I were staying here for 7 days, I would definitely make the effort to bring my tent up here. Of course, I can bring the car, but I would set up my camp up here because look, you can't see the road at all. Very pretty. Pretty nice. Nice hot cloud cover, but if we had full sun, it would be big. I dragged the tent over there where I think there's going to be a little bit more shade as the day progresses. What does it say about my skills that this was accidental footage? I didn't even realize I was recording this whole time. And I ended up using it. It was better for the video than clips I had intentionally made. Oh boy. Been recording? What? After all that long rest, I thought I'd give myself a little uphill endurance test, see what you think. So, to recover, I had to go do my favorite activity, which is watching the clouds go by. Speaking of things which need to get fixed, yesterday when I was charging at that disastrous ChargePoint, with that plugged in, the wind came and this was blowing back. This is on with packing tape. I'm holding this on because I was charging it at home one day and stupidly I carried something and hit it. Now, fortunately it didn't break all the way off. I threw some packing tape on it and it's held until now. How long is this going to go on? How long is it going to go on that I have things that need to get fixed? probably a while because I need to go lay down and watch the clouds go by again. All right, here's the situation. We're losing shade at this site. The shape was actually just moving, so there's a big shade spot right there, but that's on top of the huge fire ring that had a bunch of ash all around, and I didn't want to set the tent up on top of that dirty ash. So I packed up in the shade when I could, because it started to bake up there. Not as high as the Mogollon Rim there in the Prescott National Forest. I promise I'm not driving as fast as it looks. This is just on 2x speed for the replay. But what a mountain town this is. Ponderosa Park, it's called. I don't even think I'd seen something like that in Colorado. That's it. That's the whole town from south to north. You've been to Ponderosa Park, Arizona. When I drove by this morning, the kids were waiting for the bus right at the spot. All right, I haven't said the name of this town. I think it's been on the screen. It should be very obvious to you. Whiskey Row. The Courthouse Plaza. And the park with this huge pavilion where the skaters took refuge during the cloudburst. All right, get ready for this intense insect sound in this next clip. He was trying so hard to land it. It was a great place to spend the afternoon. I actually filmed some clips for my sunshade review that I did, and it was a great time. It's almost over. We're almost home. Thank you for hanging out with me all the way till the end. I appreciate you so much.